Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. Nicki Minaj ranks at number 1, the best-selling female rapper of all time in the UK, with nearly 26 million certified units across all albums, singles, and features. So congratulations to Nicki Minaj for that. But as we know, Nicki Minaj is probably one of the most popular female rappers in the UK. I mean, this really isn't shocking to me at all. Now, a lot of fans believe that Nicki Minaj is affecting Icespxce's career, possibly could blackball Icespxce because Icespxce Give Me the Light numbers are in and they are not as great as, you know, her other songs that she has dropped number-wise so far. So it was reported that Icespxce Give Me a Light earned 921,000 total unfiltered streams in its first day on Payolify. Okay? Now, when it came to You Think You the Ish, You Not Even a Fart record, Icespxce did 1.5 million streams, okay? So a lot of fans are noticing a decline, and fans believe it's because Nicki Minaj has withdrew her support from Icespxce. She hasn't mentioned Icespxce in months, probably since the Barbie World collaboration, low-key, which was probably last year, almost a year ago. And then on top of that, she has not brought out Icespxce on tour, but she brought out JT, Bia, Malibu Midge, Akbar, Bia, all the other female rappers that she has collaborated with and that she's cool with. So, a lot of fans were speculating that, Nicki Minaj withdrawing her support is affecting Icespxce and could she possibly get blackballed. Now, I do think that Icespxce numbers are not going to be what they used to be because, the Barbs are no longer going to support her. But I don't think Nicki Minaj has blackballed Icespxce. I think that the Barbs just have withdrew support. Okay, so that's why there's a difference in streams. But not only that, though, no shade to Icespxce, but she's not showing any growth. It can't always be Nicki Minaj and the Barb's fault. Okay, we got to hold Icespxce accountable for her lack of talent. Okay, no shade. I said it before. I don't think it was smart for Nicki Minaj to co-sign Icespxce, to be quite honest. Even working with her because she's not that talented. Very one-dimensional, in my opinion. Rhyming munch with crunch with lunch, okay, is not talent to me. Her bars are very one-dimensional. She's yelling too much on the beat. I mean, she's just not that talented. And people can see right through that. And that's why, I don't think Icespxce is going to have longevity in the game because she doesn't have the talent to have that longevity. All her songs sound the same. She's mostly known for bending over and twerking. So this has nothing to do with Nicki Minaj, in my opinion. Icespxce has to show growth in her music. And until you do that, people are not going to always support you. I mean, it's common sense. Now, it has been proven that D0JA was hanging out with Błäçkb at the Met Gala after party, which was, last Monday, and further confirming that her and Błäçkb have a collaboration coming. And I also believe last year, Błäçkb and Doja Cat took a few pictures, okay? I think that they definitely have a collaboration coming, and Doja Cat is going to be used by Błäçkb to give Błäçkb a number 1. Because Błäçkb can't get a solo number 1 to save her life, especially recently. It's not 2018, 2019, or 2020 anymore. She can't get solo number 1, so she's going to use Doja Cat to get a solo number 1. That's what I think her big plan is. So let me know how y'all feel about that. And do you feel like, this will affect Doja Cat's career? I don't feel like the collaboration with Cardi B is going to affect her career because Doja Cat already gets payola. So it won't matter. Moving on to Błäçkb and Meg the Pass Around. Boy, oh boy, WAP Paradise is sinking. Okay? Now, as it was previously discussed, Megan Thee Stallion threw some shade at Błäçkb in her new single, Boa. She said all of a sudden they vegan, they don't want beef, talking out their veneers. I'm knocking out teeth. I pop-ish. They went pop. They bought Birkins. I bought stock. So a lot of fans felt like that was shade at Błäçkb. But fans are forgetting that Błäçkb allegedly threw shade in the Like Trash freestyle. Okay. Even though I forgot about it too because that single was kind of trash. But remember, she said, like a Coach bag, this ain't what you want. And Megan Thee Stallion used to be an ambassador for Coach. So allegedly, that's why Megan Thee Stallion was throwing shade at Błäçkb because she felt like Błäçkb was throwing shade first. And I've said this before. I actually did a podcast episode on it on, my podcast channel. And I said that I don't believe Megan Thee Stallion really likes Błäçkb like that. They only have one thing in common, and it's the fact that they both don't like Nicki Minaj. Megan Thee Stallion uses Błäçkb, okay? So I wouldn't even be shocked if they work together again in the future because Megan Thee Stallion is an opportunist and she needs an alliance to go against Nicki Minaj. But I don't really think she likes Błäçkb. And allegedly, she got more disses in the stash for Błäçkb because she feels like Błäçkb has been taking shots first, okay? Which it actually probably was partisan Fontaine. It probably wasn't even Błäçkb's fault. Party rights for Błäçkb, Megan Thee Stallion. So I don't understand why you would be mad at Cardi B when she has a writer. She can't control what her writers tell her to say. But I don't really think it's going to result into a hardcore rap beef like it was for Champagne Thickums and Kung Fu Kenny because I don't think Błäçkb can go toe-to-toe with Megan Thee Stallion lyrically. But I did hear that Megan Thee Stallion got more stuff coming for Błäçkb. Stay tuned. Now, JT earns the biggest U.S. sales debut of her solo career with OK. It sold the first weeks of both No Bars and Sideways combined. So let me know how y'all feel about that. JT is moving up the ladder. I feel like JT is one of the hottest female rappers out. JT to me is hotter than Błäçkb. The only thing is, Błäçkb gets a bigger budget, even though she really don't deserve it because I don't think she recouping much over there. But they're on two separate labels. If JT was getting Błäçkb's budget, she would be having, more hits under her belt. Okay? So, hopefully JT continues to put out good music and grow in the industry. Now, moving on to Queen B. There has been rumors going around on social media that Queen B is gearing up to do her own festival. A lot of fans believe that the reason Queen B went to Coachella, she did go this year to watch allegedly Walmart Beyonce perform, which was, stupid because Walmart Beyonce is a flop. But with that being said, she went to Coachella to see Walmart Beyonce perform. She had a bunch of Cowboy Carter, stagecoach trucks at Coachella. She also has been in Tokyo the past several weeks, okay? Probably trying to get some ideas. And honestly, I think that Queen B could pull it off. If J. Cole can do his own festival, why can't Queen B? But I think Queen B doing her own festival would be way more chaotic, okay? Because she does stadium tours. So I know people are definitely going to run to go to Queen B's festival. And I think it's going to be way more chaotic if she do it versus, J. Cole or Usher doing their own festival because she can pull in a bigger audience, in my opinion. But Queen B, even Nicki Minaj, Kung Fu Kenny, Champagne Thickums, they can do their own festival. It's just way more dangerous than doing a tour, though. In my opinion, it's way more chaotic. We saw what happened with Travis Scott, okay? Sometimes, like, the fans can get a little bit more rowdy at festivals. That's why I don't like to go to festivals. So if Queen B does a festival, I'm not going to it. I'd rather her go on tour because I feel like festivals, in my opinion, get way too chaotic, okay? And people get more rowdy and they start the pushing and shoving. And on tour, everybody has an assigned seat, okay? And then on top of that, who else is going to be performing at Queen B's festival? Okay, she gonna let Walmart Beyonce and Baby Mama perform? I mean, they don't got no hits. I think she's gonna have to pull out the stars and grab Kung Fu Kenny, Nicki Minaj, grab Usher, and have them perform. She would only need like 3 people. She wouldn't even need like 10 people that perform at a festival. That usually happens. She would only need like 3 people to perform, and it's going to sell out regardless. Okay, because Queen B, when she performs somewhere, it sells out. All she would need is Nicki Minaj, Usher, Kung Fu Kenny, and she's good. Okay, maybe SZA. Walmart Beyonce, unfortunately, she don't got no hits. She's a good performer, but I really don't want to see you perform Have Mercy. I don't want to see you perform anything because to me, I don't like any of your music. So it wouldn't make sense for her to perform, but she going to have to bring out the stars. Now, moving on from that, Megan Thee Stallion's BoA earned 1.58 million streams in its first day of release on Payola. Okay, I think in the U.S., it was 600,000, but global plus the U.S., it was 1.58. So let me know in the comments, do you guys consider this a bop or a flop for Megan Thee Stallion? I feel like this is decent, numbers for Megan Thee Stallion, especially since she don't have that big enough of a fan base. So it will be interesting to see how well it does on the charts, okay? I think it possibly can go like top 50, top 60 on the charts, okay? Anything less than that would not be good for Megan Thee Stallion, but top 50, top 60 won't be too bad for her. And then on top of that, Megan Thee Stallion's BoA music video is the #1 trending music video on YouTube US, which, like I said before, isn't shocking. I like the music video. I watched the music video on mute. I didn't care for the song. The song was kind of trash, one-dimensional, same old Megan. She do the same thing in every song. But I will say the music video was fire. Okay, I do like the music video. And she looked good in the music video, per usual. But, I really don't care for the song. I probably won't ever listen to the song ever again. But I think watching the music video on mute is not that bad. Okay? I just don't think it has any replay value to me. Like, it's not something I would put it in my playlist. But after listening to Champagne Thickums and Kung Fu Kenny go back and forth for like a week and a half, your standards get a little bit higher. So I can't deal with these ABCD raps. I'm gonna need quality. I'm gonna need different flows. I'm gonna need double entendres. Something to be excited about. Okay, no shade to Megan Thee Stallion. And last and definitely least, Champagne Thickums security team takes down yet another alleged trespasser at the Toronto estate, making it the 3rd incident this week, TMZ reports, okay? Like I said before, I think some of these incidents are orchestrated. I think Champagne Thickums is fishing for some sympathy. Now, the first incident with his security guard, that might have been legit, okay? But people trespassing, a week after you got completely annihilated by Kung Fu Kenny and multiple fans are doing it, I honestly think Champagne Thickums is paying fans to attempt to break in to his house so that way he can get some sympathy points. Okay? Because you wasn't hearing people breaking in to Champagne Thickum's house like that. Okay? You know, there was an incident, you know, here and there, but I just find it weird that there's 3 incidents that have happened back to back as soon as you lose the beef with Kung Fu Kenny. It makes me think that, you know, you're trying to get sympathy and you want people to feel bad for you. Or I think he wants Kung Fu Kenny to take some of those diss records down from, you know, streaming platforms because Kung Fu Kenny's been breaking records. But like I said before, you know, Champagne Thickum's should have just went to Kentucky, Minnesota, Alabama to lay low for a few months, you know, after this beef, okay? Because, you know, some fans will try you. But I still kind of low-key believe that it's all orchestrated. I don't fully believe this, no shade. But let me know how y'all feel about it. I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in description. I will see you guys in the next video and have a great day.